Hi, this is Karen from CardioGolf, and this is CardioGolf Live. I film this every Tuesday, and if you're a CardioGolf TV subscriber, you can join in with me on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's free. Email me at info@cardiogolf.com for more information. If you're not a subscriber, go to cardiogolf.com and start a free trial today. So I want to make sure you have some water. We're going to use the Shorty Practice Training Club. This club is short for a couple of reasons. This club is short so that you can swing inside. You can see I'm doing this workout inside, so you don't want to hit the ceilings or the walls. You can get yours at cardiogolf.com. The glove is optional. If you want to use your glove while you're doing the swing exercises, I would recommend that. I don't use a glove because my hands are all calloused up. And I also use the CardioGolf slope. This slope is a regular fitness step, and you're going to see that we're going to do lots of exercises on this slope. It's curved like a fairway, so we can rehearse those uphill and the downhill lies. You know, the ones that you get on the golf course, but there's nowhere ever to practice them. And you can do that here with your CardioGolf TV subscription. So what I'm going to do is a warm-up. We're going to do some agility and endurance drills to help you build endurance so that you stay strong on and off the golf course. We're going to be doing some rotation today, a lot of rotation exercises. Rotation's so important. You need to have rotation in your forearms to square the club face. You need to rotate the shoulders, your hips, your torso. So we're going to be doing a lot of rotation exercises. And then I always end with a groove your swing block where we work on your swing and we're getting exercise at the same time. All right, so before we do the warm-up, let's just do a little test to see how our muscles feel right now. So just go ahead and grab your shorty club and then take a few practice swings and just make some mental notes if there's any stiffness or pain anywhere in your body, because hopefully after you take this class, you'll feel looser. So just do a few practice swings and just make a couple of mental notes. Maybe your hips are tight today, or your ankles, or your shoulders. Want to make sure you pay special attention to those areas. All right, the next test is just to test the grip pressure. So go ahead and hold the club and then grip it as tight as you can. Let's say 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is super tight and 1 is loose. And then go ahead and take a few practice swings with that super tight grip pressure and just note how you feel. All right. So this is usually the grip pressure that you have on the first tee, especially when a group of people drive up and are watching you tee off. You get tight and tense. Now, what you want to do is feel the weight of the club head. This club head should feel heavy. So you want to grip and re-grip it a couple of times. Now on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 is super tight and 1 is loose, go ahead and grip it about a 4 or a 5. Feel that club head nice and light. And now take a few practice swings. You should feel like you can swing through and rotate better and square that club face with lighter grip pressure. You're still holding on to it, but you're not doing a death grip. And that death grip doesn't allow you to release the club. So the lighter grip pressure allows that rotation. So just monitor your club grip pressure when you're doing these swing drills. Don't get it super tight. All right, and then the last thing is just do a couple of practice swings without a club. You can see I'm just putting the club across my shoulders like this. And now just make some turns and kind of notice how your rotation is. Are you able to really rotate through those ankles, the knee, the hip, the back there? Can you turn with your back to the target? Are you able to push off and use that ground to follow through? Are your ankles tight? Just notice those areas that are tight in your body, and hopefully after this workout you are much looser and you're able to do more rotation in all your joints. And if you do workouts like this on a daily basis, on a regular basis, that should help you improve all those joints and muscles to take them through their full range of motion. All right, so let's get started with this warm-up. Now you're just going to start from the ground up. So you're going to put your foot on the side of the slope right here, and it's just a little bit of a dynamic stretch. So I'm just trying to create a little arch in my foot here, and I'm just doing a little lunge. I'm just getting some mobility going in the ankles. Now, if you don't have a slope, then you just go ahead and do this on the flat surface like this. And so you're just increasing the range of motion. But the slope is great because you can see it's hard to hold your balance this way, so it's great for balance. And the curvature of the slope like this provides some instability, which creates a little bit more difficult situation, so your body has to respond better to it. So if you can do all these exercises on a curved surface, keep going with that little ankle mobility exercise. If you can do all these exercises on a curved surface, then they're going to be super easy when you're on a flat surface. And then just go ahead and go to the other side. So I'm just creating a little arch here in my ankle. I'm just doing a little lunge here, trying to work out the kinks in my ankles. The ankles are so important in the golf swing. Your feet are really the only connection that you have to the ground, so you're going to make sure that those are nice and loose. Great. All right, from here, you can go ahead and stand on top of the slope, and then again, you can see it's curved, so my inside ankle bones are high, and I'm just doing a little squat here, getting the heart rate up, really working through my ankles. Now I'm starting to work a little bit more with my knees here. Try to increase that range of motion as you go. This warm-up is dynamic. Great, you can even hold this position a little bit. Feel the tension on the inside of your legs. Feel your core shaking. This is great. It's building up core temperature to get us loose right here. All right, from here you can go a little bit closer with your feet and then just do some circles with those knees. We're starting from the ankles, now we're working up to those knees right here. So go both direction. Notice if there's any tightness in those knees, you want to try to work those kinks out. So a warm-up is so important. The warm-up helps increase your range of motion, so it makes it easier to swing. So you know, if you start off the first tee without warming up, then it takes you 4 or 5 holes to warm up before you get your form. By that time, your swing might be in bad shape or your score ruined. So the warm-up helps eliminate those holes that take you time to warm up. All right, now from here, go ahead and get on the side slope right here, and we're just going to focus a little bit more on the hips, a little bit on your core. Also, this is getting the shoulders, so we're working from those ankles, the knees. We're really trying to get those hips right now. Pull your belly in, you can get some core, and then if you swing your arms, you'll get your shoulders. So just working up the body here, and then do a few rotations on this side. So I'm not really going for time or for repetitions in this warm-up. I'm just going until I feel like I'm getting loose, and that should help you get loose. All right, from here, I'm gonna go back here and then specifically warm up those shoulders, do a little backstroke right here. So as you do this, try to brush your elbow to your ear, get a little bit more range of motion in those shoulders. Get that heart rate going, go to the other side, and then maybe do a forward swing right here. Keep those shoulders back and down from your ears. Just try to get some range of motion. You can go back to this side right here, make your elbows nice and wide and do that little rotation with the hips. And now you're focusing a little bit more on the shoulders, upper back. Go this side, then go to this side and make your arms long. Just make sure that you're not going to whack your fingers on the wall if you don't have a big area right here. Great. And then go to this side right here, and we'll just do some side neck flexion. That neck needs to be nice and loose right here. Go to the other side, and then just do some rotators right here. So just be careful with that neck. Just trying to loosen up those muscles. Great job. All right, from here, let's just focus a little bit on those forearms. So pretend you're holding some hand weights and you're just going to do some rotation with those forearms, work through those elbows right here, rotate out the wrist both directions. We need to have a lot of flexibility, a lot of strength in those forearms and wrist. Do some flexion and extension, and then just go ahead and do some finger opening and closing. Try to really warm up those fingers and extensors. You wouldn't believe how tight people can be in their forearms and their wrist from spending so much time on the computer. So you can do a little wrist stretch right here. Pull your fingers back. You should feel these in your extensors. and then go ahead and push your fingers down right here, both sides. All right, so from here, you should be warmed up and ready to go. One more thing before we get going here, just work a little bit on your balance. So step on the slope and then try to hold your balance with one leg like this. This is great work to help you swing faster. You have to have a lot of balance in order to create club head speed. So just practicing your balance like this, it's kind of hard to talk and do this at the same time, but it's a great way to warm up, gets the heart rate going. Great, so I just did a couple on each side. All right, so you should feel loose and ready to go. So the next block is for some endurance, and we're gonna do some agility exercises. Agility is just your body's ability to kind of respond and move in different directions, and that's important in the golf swing. You're turning, you have to change direction, and then use your rhythm to hit the ball. So you want to practice doing exercises that help you have fluid range of motion. All right, so I call this first exercise just fast feet. So it's going to get our heart rate going. So you stand on one side of the slope and you just kind of go in and out like those old football drills that you guys used to do, the guys used to do. So you're just trying to create a little bit of warmth in those legs, try to get the heart rate going, and we're doing this side for 30 seconds, so you guys keep going. That was 30 seconds. Now go over to this side and do 30 seconds. So push off the slope. Try to move quick, light, and airy. If you want to do low impact, that's up to you. You can just go ahead and stay here, but if you can, see if you can pick up the pace and go a little bit faster. Great, that was 30 seconds. Now, we're just gonna do a nice little side-to-side step right here. So the low impact would just be trying to move quickly, side to side, laterally. If you want to pick up the pace and go faster, you can do that. We're doing this for about a minute. Now, a minute is a long time. If you can't do this for a minute, then you stop and rest and then join in when you feel like it. Ten more seconds. Great job. All right, from here, you're just going to do 30 seconds, a little side step right here. So again, if you want to pick up the pace and go faster, you can go here or keep it low impact. We're doing 30 seconds on this side. See if you can move a little bit faster. All right, 5 more seconds here. Then we're going to the other side. Go ahead and switch and go to the other side. So just a little step in and out, trying to fire your muscles faster, trying to get your heart rate going. It's hard, but it's good for you. Last 5 seconds here. Get those legs moving in and out faster. Great job. All right, come on over here. Remember, you're doing these for a minute, but if you need a rest, you go ahead and do that. So from here, you're just doing a step up and down. So let's do 30 seconds. And if you're right-handed like me, you probably started with your right foot. So half the way through, we're gonna switch and do the same exercise, start on the non-dominant foot. So step up and down. If you want to go faster, you can add the jog. It's up to you. Five more seconds here. All right, let's reset. You have to think about this And then you want to start on your non-dominant leg. So that's my left leg. So now I'm going to set up with my non-dominant leg. We tend to favor one side, so you want to try to exercise both sides equally. Faster is that a little jog or low impact. Both of those will get your heart rate going. 5 more seconds here. Great job. Anytime you need to get water, rest, you do that. So now we're going to just add on to that same exercise. Start with your dominant leg, and now we're doing a knee up. So we're adding a little balance to this exercise. Because the slope is curved, it's a little bit more challenging than just doing this exercise on the flat surface. So you get a little bit more core work and challenge with this. Great, 5 more seconds here. Just lift that knee, add a little balance. Reset, think about it. Now start with your non-dominant leg. You have to think about it a little bit. So it kind of makes you challenge your balance. Five more seconds here. Great job. All right, so I'm trying to keep these low impact, but if you need to go higher impact to get your heart rate up, you do that. So now we're gonna do a forward lunge. Again, start on your dominant leg, and then you're pushing off 30 seconds forward lunge. Good, try to balance off those back toes. Try to get down low and really use the height of the step to push you back. You get a lot of power from your legs if you get down lower. 5 more seconds here. Great job. Try to keep your balance. Now reset and start with your non-dominant leg first. And then you're doing those forward lunge, trying to balance, try to get down low, trying to keep that heart rate up this entire time. Nice. Be light and airy on your feet. Be gentle on your joints. 5 more seconds here. Great job. All right, from here, I'm just gonna face this way so you can see what I'm doing. So we can do a little bit of a skater. So you start on your inside leg, and then you're just gonna do a little alternating back and forth like a speed skater. So it takes a little bit of coordination here. I think it's easier to follow me when you're doing it the same direction as me. So, you know, if you wanna go higher, you can add the speed or keep it low impact. Five more seconds here. And then go to the other side. And here we go for 30 seconds. Five more seconds. Great job, guys. This would be a good time to take a sip of water right now. We've got a couple more exercises to do in this endurance block. So just take. Here we go. Let's try to keep it going all the way to the end. Keep your heart rate going. So set up on the slope. Try to grab with your toes. Try to widen your knees, feel the inside of your legs. And we're doing cross-country skiers. So this is a great low impact exercise to get the heart rate going. So this is a great low impact exercise to get the heart rate going because your hands go above your head. See if you can go down low like you're cross-country skiing. Come on, 30 seconds to go. You want to go faster? Use that core, use that lower body. Last 5 seconds. Great, and you're like, what does cross-country skiing have to do with golf? Well, it's the same motion. You're loading and then you're exploding up to get power. Same thing with golf. You're loading and then you explode up to get power. So the same muscles are used, so you want to train those muscles away from the golf swing so that you can be more power when you actually swing. All right, from here we're going to do a little fake jump roping here. Kind of like that. Fast feet in and out, but you're adding your arms. Here's some coordination. Your arms are rotating and your feet are going in and out, so you got to think about it. 5 more seconds on this side. And then we're going to this side. So I'm doing these exercises with you. I film it live. People are following along right now as if you were a class with me. So I'm trying to work hard to inspire you guys so that you'll work a little bit harder. So I'm getting my heart rate up there with you. Keep it going. 10 more seconds on this side. Great job. All right, from here, we call these mountain climbers. So you're gonna go ahead and get down on the floor or with your slope, and then it's opposite elbow to opposite knee. A lot of rotation. Keep those arms straight and strong. Try to keep a nice plank line with your body. See if you can move faster if you want to go faster. 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those mountain climbers are intense, but it's a great overall body exercise. All right, one more exercise, and then we're going to do some rotation exercises. So from here, you're just going to go on one side of your slope right here, and then just go to the other side. And you're just trying to do a little quick change of direction. So if you want to slow it down, get your heart rate down, or if you want to do one last blast of cardio, go a little bit faster. Ten more seconds. Quick change of direction, just like you do in the golf swing. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. All right, here we go, right into the rotation exercises. So you're going to get into a split stance like this. You can see one foot's higher, and then try to stabilize that lower body. And you're doing like a fake jog with your arms. So you're rotating that upper body. You're rotating through the shoulders. You're rotating a little bit through the core and through the hips right here. So jogging is actually a rotation exercise. You don't want to just keep your body super straight. You have to have a little movement with that core, your hips. So we're just practicing a little bit of a rotation, and we're getting our heart rate up, but we're doing it in a low impact manner. 5 more seconds here on this side. Great, push off. And then get into that other split stance squat right here, and then keep going with that fake jogging with the arms. So you can do a lot of cardio without even doing higher impact. You can still get your heart rate up. So it's gentle on your joints. So it's a good workout for anybody. So add that little rotation with the upper body. Relax your shoulders. That'll help you move your arms faster. This will help you with your golf swing. Keep going here, 5 more seconds. Great job. All right, little coordination here. I'm gonna stand this way. You're gonna take your opposite elbow to opposite knee. So we're rotating the upper body separately from the lower body. We're doing it on a little bit of a slant, so it's more challenging. So elbow to opposite knee. Elbow to opposite knee. You have to think about it. It might take you a few minutes to get this pattern, but this is what you do in the golf swing. Five more seconds here. And then keep going and do the opposite side. So opposite elbow, opposite knee. The slant of the slope makes it more challenging. Really try to turn that upper torso separately from your hips. Keep your head centered like you would in the golf swing. Five more seconds here. Great, and I call that exercise cross crawl. This might be the exercise that I do with my golf club at the driving range before I actually swing to get warmed up. Cross crawl, it's called. Great job. It's kind of working both sides of the brain. All right, from here, you're on an upslope, and then you're just pretending like you're holding a ball or a weight. If you want to get a weight, this would be a time to get it. And then you're going low and pushing off. So you're loading, you're shifting, and you're pushing your arms like you do in the golf swing. So try to get down low. Use the ground to push off of. You can even lift your leg a little bit. Five more seconds here. Great, and then go ahead and do it to the other side. So start low. So you're loading, and then you're shifting, pushing off. You can see I'm even lifting my leg, getting a little bit of balance, but you don't have to if you don't want to. See if you can add that challenge of balance here. Good. Wood chops, but that's the same pattern as the golf swing. All right, so another kind of wood chop, but we call it knee chops. And so now we're doing kind of a combination of that cross crawl and adding the knee. Balance. Use those obliques. Just kind of keeping my elbows a little bit higher, just to add a little tension, but relax the shoulders so that you can twist. Rotating that torso through your hips. Obviously your shoulders are rotating as well. It's all good stuff. Last 5 seconds here. Great job. All right, so I'll show you from this side and then I'll turn around. So from here, you're just working on some rotation as if you were in your golf posture. So get into an upslope right here, and you're just turning your upper body, looking down at where a ball would be. So you wouldn't do this, or you wouldn't do this. So look down at a ball, just rotate your body and hold. So if I'm on an upslope, I look like this. Keep your head centered, practice turning, start over. Practice turning, start over. Feel your upper back turn to the target. So you're not just lifting your arms, you're really turning your torso. Then you want to go to the down slope, or do this as if you were a left-handed golfer. The lefties do a righty, and now do a left-handed swing. You might not be able to rotate, be as coordinated, but you want to work on that rotation. Think about it, we're always rotating to one side so we can create imbalances. So this way you can even out your muscles. It's harder to do, but it's good practice. This is my backswing for my left hand. Great job. Shake it out. Rotation exercises are so important to incorporate into your fitness routine. All right, so the rest of the class, we're gonna swing it out with the shorty club. The shorty club is short so that you can swing inside. What else is great about the shorty club is the club head is closer to your hands. So when you're doing these exercises, even stop and check your club face, make sure that it's square. All right, so hold it with your back hand only. I'm right-handed and I'm on my upslope. Get into a good upslope posture. And then from here, you're just practicing your backswing. So look down at where a ball is and try to rotate your body as if you were swinging. You're just supporting the club just with your backhand only. Backhand only. We're doing about 8 repetitions with each one. All right, then from here, you're going to go ahead and go to the down slope. Make sure you have room to swing, and now you're doing the whole swing. So here's your backswing, that little weight shift, and your rotation with your shoulders, your forearms, your hips, everything is going through. So just do that for about 8 repetitions. Start over each time, and then really try to simulate your golf swing as much as possible. Great, on the last one, just hold it there. Nice, and then you're gonna go for your front arm only. So I'm left-handed, this arm is a little bit weaker, so I'm actually gonna hold on to my wrist with my hand, and then that helps me support my weaker left arm to try to get it more extended. So you guys keep going, I just wanna show you what I look like from this side right here. So you don't wanna have your left arm or your front arm like this bent. You want to have nice extension right there. So use this back arm to extend your arm. Great. And then when you go to the other side, you have to let go so that you can go ahead and fully swing through. You want to fully, so you can see my arm rotates, my shoulder rotates, my hips, everything are rotating towards the target. I'm not hitting and still looking down at where the ball is. I'm following it with my body rotation. So if you do a lot of these exercises, just one arm and in parts, and you do it repeatedly, the motion will get ingrained, and then you won't have to think about all these different parts when you actually swing. So now go ahead and hold the club with both hands, and we'll just do a couple of more exercises for some balance. So what you want to do is, this is how you could simulate an upslope if you don't have a cardio golf slope. You're going to actually lift your front heel. So that puts you in that upslope position, and now you're just practicing getting into that backswing. This helps people that tend to sway. This helps people really get behind the ball at the top of the swing, helps them rotate into the hips because it loosens this hip up to let it go across a little bit. With that foot's flat, then sometimes they can't rotate. So if you have to lift that heel, that's okay. You're just not swaying or raising your head. All right, then go ahead and lift that back heel. Now this is going to simulate a downslope on the cardio golf slope. So your shoulders and everything would be slanted this way. Now this position right here helps you really get through the shot. You're already pushing off, so you're using the ground, and it's helping you rotate through. A lot of times people lock this foot down and keep flat-footed and swing through like this. So you can see it's impossible to get that body through. So lift that heel and push off. You can actually hit balls this way. All these drills that I do inside, you can hit balls that way. Drills are just exercises that get you into positions that you might not be able to do otherwise. So you practice them a few, and then you try to swing normally, and hopefully those positions will get ingrained into your golf swing. All right, a couple more exercises. All right, from here, practice your balance. You can step on the slope with one foot like this. If you need to keep your toes on the ground just to give you some security, do that, and you can just practice either your setup, or if you want to even try to practice your backswing, lift that foot off the ground. This is a great way to challenge your balance. It's hard. You can step away and then start over, work up to making some back swings like this, and then you can go ahead and do it on the other foot right there. You might feel that one side is a little bit easier to swing through. So now I'm going to just go ahead and make a little bit bigger swings, try to challenge that balance, see if I can make some swings. And the reason we do these exercises, first of all, it's just great for your stability, to really increase the strength in that lower body. But also, if you can do these exercises off of one leg, then think about how easy all these exercises are going to be when you're on 2 feet. So if you can swing fast one-legged, you're definitely going to be able to create some club head speed with both your legs. So practice these one-legged swings, and you're gonna amaze your friends and family. All right, now from here, I love to use the slope as my target line. So I imagine my fairway here. So when I do all my golf swing exercises, first of all, I'm going to keep my head centered over the slope, and then second of all, when I follow through, I'm imagining my ball go down the target. So if you do that enough times away from the course and see yourself hit really good shots, then you'll expect that when you hit your own shots. So you want to practice as much as possible, creating really good shots so that you're confident that you can do those shots. All right, from here, let's just do a couple of practice swings, just creating a really nice backswing at the top. So I'm trying to rotate my torso, my shoulders. I have to rotate my hips. I have to rotate my forearms, my wrist, everything to get to the top here in a good position. If any of that rotation goes wrong, then I won't get into that good position. So just do a little running start and then try to practice getting into good position right here. Just practicing getting into good position and holding it is a good reminder for your body of where you want to be at the top of your swing. Great. Then go ahead and practice some stopping at impact. So you're swinging to the top, getting your good position, and then you're rotating, opening up your hips, extending your arms, making sure that club face is square, stopping at impact, checking to make sure that club face is square. So if you come down and you stop and you're like this, that club face is open. That ball is going to go to the right. Or if you don't rotate your body and just do it with your upper body or your hands, look how that club face is going to be closed. So you want to practice stopping at impact. So pick out your favorite golfer, and there's tons of video on Instagram and YouTube, and they have super slow-mo pictures, and try to emulate what they look like at the impact position. I promise you, just doing that, seeing them, is going to help get a good picture in your mind of what you want your swing to look like. So I'm imagining Rory McIlroy right now, and I'm trying to get into his really good position at impact. So that woman that won the Women's US Open, Yuka Sasso, has a really great swing to try to emulate for a woman. Good, and then go ahead and practice going and releasing it. I call this the money shot. This is the picture they show on the cover of the golf magazines. The hips are rotated. The forearms are rotating. You're using your lower body to push off of. You never see the picture on the cover of the magazine look like this, right? They're not lifting, they're not chopping. They're extending and rotating. So practice this position right here. Just practicing this position will help ingrain this into your muscle memory. All right, then shake it out and then go all the way through to the finish and practice finishing in balance. Everything is rotated through. A little tiny back arch right here, so you're not finished like this. You're not finished flat-footed like this. You're pushing off. You're looking at the target. Everything is rotated. Your shoulders are open. They're not closed off. You're not stopping after impact. You're swinging all the way through. Hold and watch the ball fly down the fairway. Imagine a good shot. So if you could imagine good shots, then you're going to expect to hit those shots when you get onto the golf course. And when you do, you're confident that you can continue to hit those shots because you've seen yourself do it so many times away from the golf course. Nice. All right, great job. So that's our cardio golf workout for today. We did a little endurance, agility, some rotation. We worked on our golf swing. We got our heart rate going, and you should feel loose, like your muscles are going through their full range of motion. So when you take your practice swings now, hopefully all those muscles are loose. You can go ahead and swing better, faster, and more balanced. If you could, go hit a few balls. That would be the ideal. If you can't, then I recommend you going and doing a couple of post-round golf stretches just to get you loosened up and help you recover so that you can play better tomorrow.